I'm told I'm only supposed to have one question in the state rep race, yet I have 4 questions handed to me. 2 by 2 individuals who asked previous questions, so I'm going to ask their graciousness, and I'm going to bypass that. Pat Chisholm from Ashland. You hear Pat? There's Pat. Peter? You have worse handwriting than I do, brother. His question, and it wasn't another question that had been asked, the whole business about casino gambling, saving the racetracks, allowing slots on the racetracks. What's your position on that, Ed?
My position,
30 seconds.
My position on the casino gambling is that it's going to create, if we start with one casino, it's going to create 5,000 to 10,000 jobs in the state of Massachusetts. They're going to pay 35, 45, 50,000 a year with benefits, and we need these jobs in the state of Massachusetts. There's a lot of unemployed people. Jobs, 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 and more jobs. But I would stand behind the governor. It's going back on the. It's going to go back out there, and I would support the governor 100% on the casino bill.
Yeah.
I found it interesting that we had a contested governor's election during which the word casino wasn't mentioned one time, and then all of a sudden it was the absolute centerpiece of an economic plan without which we were told there could be no jobs and no recovery, and there was no, all of a sudden there weren't efficiencies and there weren't cost savings. I don't know. I personally oppose casinos. I think that they're deleterious to the communities where they exist. However, I understand that people disagree with that. If there's going to be a casino debate in this state, let's have a casino debate in this state. Not let's try to ram it through. Proposal, passage, bang, bang, boom, put them up. That's not the way it should be done. That is a major proposition which will, in a very real way, change the character of the areas where those casinos might go. So I would say, if I'm elected as your representative and you have views on that, I would love to hear them. Because I personally tend toward opposition to casino gambling, but as in most things, I have an open mind and I'm willing to listen. Thank you.
I also, my initial reaction to casino gambling is I don't believe it supports strong communities. Strong communities, I think, should be the goal, after all, of good government. I did keep an open mind when the casino discussion was going on. From the information I've seen, I don't see a compelling argument that changes my mind either way. What I would rather see, quite frankly, I see the discussion about casino gambling as a distraction from the real issues that we need to address. The issues like controlling the costs of healthcare, the issue of providing basic services to those who need it. So I would rather focus on those things, improving transportation, getting our economy going, rather than focusing on casino gambling.
Michelle Gates, you here? Stand up. They're going to take your picture somewhere, Michelle. I don't know where. Michelle Gates has asked a question which is a theme here, and everyone is, I think, for cutting inefficiencies and increasing property taxes. And now there's a real, there's no disagreement in terms of 2 candidates for casinos versus the other. What are your thoughts about the ballot question to eliminate the income tax, and what then would be your priorities for redistribution of money if that question passes? Eddie?
If question 1 passes, we lose $13 million. All the fees will go up, property taxes will go up, agencies will be all broken up, and the turnpike, prices on the turnpike will go up double, and the gas taxes and all the other taxes will go up. So we need to make a stand and not let question 1 pass. Thank you.
I am fascinated by question 1. What a thing it is that in polls, fully 50% right now of the voters support a measure that would eliminate the income tax. And what does that say? What is that message? That says people in the state don't trust the legislature with their tax dollars. And why don't they? Well, one reason is several years ago, there was a ballot measure which passed that said income tax shall be rolled back to 5%. And when that was passed, that had the force of law. And what did the legislature do? They passed a law saying, that's no longer the law. Sorry, we're going to do it incrementally, based on benchmarks. And when the economy actually hit those benchmarks, what did they say? We're going to freeze it at 5.3. I'm very curious as to what happens with question 1. But I'll tell you this, if it does pass, I look forward to being there to roll up my sleeves and work hard to make sure that whatever system is put in place is not worse than what we've already got right now.
I also hope that the question 1 does not pass. I think clearly it would be very difficult for our towns. I think what we'll see is indeed the rising fees, the rising local property taxes, which are those very issues that are having such a direct impact on people in our communities right now. So I think we can all hope and speak to others about defeating this measure. However, I will say, and actually try to provide an answer to the question and say that I think as far as priorities go, I feel very certain that one of the most basic things that we need to do as government officials is to protect those that most need our help. So clearly we will have to make some hard decisions while ensuring that those who most need our support are able to get it. Looking toward the future, education clearly has to be a top priority. Providing a basic foundation for our children to have equally as much success as we have had is critical, and I think they're counting on us to do that. So that would be my response. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. I sort of wish Bobby had set this up as a